Hi, I'm Lucy Edwards, Director of Client Success at VHT Studios, and today I'm in this beautiful Coldwell Banker Coral Gables office, and my guest is Nancy Corey.
Hi, wonderful to be here today, Lucy.
So please tell us a few words about yourself, Nancy.
Well, I'm the Regional Vice President for Coldwell Banker Realty here in Southeast Florida. We have 2,400 associates in Miami-Dade, Broward County, and in Boca Raton and also Delray. So I'm very fortunate to be able to lead a very powerful group of agents.
Yes, and it's such a fabulous market here, and especially lately it's definitely booming, and everyone wants to list their property with Coldwell Banker because I see your sign everywhere, but not for long. Usually everything gets off the shelf by noon, right, lately?
Yeah, it's a remarkable market right now. I've been in the business for over 40 years, and I certainly haven't seen a market quite like this one. It's a very good market to trade in because while a seller will sell high, they also will buy a little bit higher, but they're getting a great value as they do it. So it's a very good market for both buyers and sellers right now, and we're very fortunate.
And Coldwell Banker is such a strong brand. You have history, integrity. Your agents are absolutely fabulous, the training that you offer. Can we talk a little bit about your brand and reputation?
Yes, I appreciate that very much. We started in 1906, and the reason why our company was founded was actually based on ethics and morality, because at the time of 1906 in San Francisco there was an earthquake, and the problem during that time is there were a lot of unscrupulous people, particularly in the real estate business. So our founders, Mr. Coldwell, Mr. Banker, actually created the company because they believed in morality and ethics. Another wonderful piece of history is that my family was the original company that started Coldwell Banker here in Southeast Florida. We had 14 offices. It was by my mom and dad, Joe and Mary Clark, and they sold their company to Coldwell Banker, and that's actually how Coldwell Banker landed up here in Southeast Florida. So the history goes both ways for me.
That is so flattering. I am flattered that I get to interview you.
Thank you.
Yeah, the founder. Yeah, that is wonderful. Thank you for sharing it. Marketing strategy. It is so important for agents to have the foundation and direction. And your listing concierge program, it's unique. It's only for your agents, and the way you had created the program, it's a great approach for your realtor, for the agent to think about A to Z in one spot. Let's talk about it.
You know, every single morning I wake up, and what I think about more than anything else is how can we help our sales associates? People don't understand how difficult real estate is. They don't understand the amount of work and effort that an agent puts into it. They only see their part of it, but the amount of time and effort it takes for an agent to get ready for a listing and to market the listing is really extensive. And there's a lot of things that get in the way. If they're a really good realtor, you want to hire them for their negotiation skills. So we created the Listing Concierge platform in order for the agent to do what they do best, which is to go out and find a buyer for a property or to find a property for a buyer. We don't want them sitting at their computer for hours at a time trying to create something at a professional level. So we created the program specifically for that, so that a brochure can be done, so that the direct mail marketing gets done, the internet marketing, which is critical, the website, the digital marketing that has to happen, even a television ad that runs for them. If an agent had to stop and do all that, it's about 16 hours. Instead, we have a team of professionals that work on this program, and they don't have to worry about the fact that that team is not available, they're on vacation, they didn't show up that day, which is sometimes we see our competitors try to replicate the program, and it's very difficult for them to do that because we have a highly focused team of professionals that do all the graphic design work and all the marketing so that the agent can focus on the customer, and that's really what the customer hired them for.
Exactly, and also the consistency. So it doesn't matter if your client is selling the property in Miami right now, but would like to buy something in Denver, Colorado, they will have consistent marketing and understanding what they are buying because you have quality. You have only professionals who are working with you. All your partners are professional companies. So I think that is also important. Consistency is important.
I agree. We also put a lot of funding into market research. So we know what the consumer is looking for. We know what is going to showcase that property and also obviously showcase the agent, which is important to us as well. So there's a lot of time and effort put put into those pieces to make sure that this comes out as an exceptional product. And I appreciate the fact that you mentioned consistency. The agent individually brands it based on what they want, but the consistency is out there to make sure that it gets executed and that it gets out and the materials get out and the marketing gets done for the consumer.
Let's talk about referral business. Because you have great marketing, you have consistency, I am sure that your agents are benefiting from your program and from your platform, and they get referral business as well.
They do. Think about most of the things that you do as a consumer. You go for the brands. And the reason you go for the brands is because you trust them, right? So when I'm choosing anything from, I don't know, any product, maybe even a soda, right? I'm going for a brand that I know, I trust, and I understand. That's what Coldwell Banker is. We have over 97% name recognition. So no matter where our consumers come from, whether they're somewhere in the United States or quite frankly anywhere around the world, they've seen that Coldwell Banker brand before they come here, and that gives them a lot of trust. And I think that's a huge thing. It certainly is for me. You know, I look for brands, I know that those are brands that I trust, and then you put on top of that well-trained, highly skilled real estate professionals. That's a remarkable combination.
It is indeed. What about referral business within the company? So do you have a program? You encourage your agents to share their listings, the information with Coldwell Banker agents first? How does that work?
That's a pretty much non-stop process. An agent can find another agent very quickly through platforms that we have on the company, making it very easy for them to reach. We do a lot of networking events because we also believe that they need to have trust and faith in each other in order to turn their customers over to that other person. So we have many different ways of being able to do that and making sure they get in the right hands. And then understand also that they know that that person at the other end is also trained and highly skilled. So they're not turning that person, even if it's in, you know, Minnesota or Michigan or Europe or wherever it is, they know that they can trust the agent that is getting the referral on the other end. So it is huge, and it's great for the consumer as well because they get handed off to someone who also understands who they are, and that careful handoff and that trust is critically important.
Education is very important, and we learned during pandemic how important for agents to be able to switch and to learn and to look into new technology. So do you have a program where you have maybe some training classes and you are introducing the technology to your agents?
Education is critical to our firm, and it's actually the pivotal point for just about everything we do. And I think the pandemic was a great example of that, because the speed at which our agents transformed and learned what they needed to do and used the technology that we already had in place. Because you figure, you know, even with BHT, we had videography, we have photography, we have everything that we needed. We taught the agents how to get on Teams, and I have to tell you, they came to us in droves looking for all kinds of educations. Our platforms are all digital, they're ready to go, so there wasn't any change we needed to have there. They already have all their documents stored in clouds, they know how to do e-documents and e-signature, so they were really ready for that. But what impressed me most is how quickly they adapted, how fast they were to understand and learn what they needed to learn, and they came to us for education. They were pretty much in classes from morning until night. Very impressive.
And your support staff is amazing. You have your marketing department, you have administrative assistants in every office. So if someone needs something or they're struggling, they get the support basically anytime, right?
Yeah, I am so proud of our support staff. In our offices, they're second to none. I meet with them myself personally every single week. It's extraordinary to hear their ideas, the input that they give to me, how much they care about their associates, and how much they care about the company. They are remarkable. And I have to tell you, my leadership team is second to none. The managers in the offices, assistant managers, the sales specialists that support them, I would put them up against anyone in this marketplace. They're the best of the best. They are just extraordinary. Great group of people.
Absolutely, and I've been to quite a few offices here in Florida, and I visited and I did some presentations, and I could see how everyone cares, knowledgeable, professional, and most importantly, passionate about helping each other, being a team, and they are there for each other. So that is great.
I think what's remarkable is the collaboration, because individually we can do a lot, but as a team, you can just hit heights that no one else can. And my team gets together twice a week. We share ideas. We talk about what works well. They are very willing to share. I get on teams nationally. I'm part of many mastermind groups across the country. The leadership of this company gets together on a regular basis, at a minimum once a month. We're also sharing ideas, finding out what's going on in the rest of the country, which all benefits us here in Southeast Florida. So we're a highly collaborative, totally focused organization.
Well, thank you so much, Nancy. We're so proud to be your partner in marketing, photography, and videos. It's a pleasure to meet with you, and it's a great pleasure to work with your agency.
Well, we appreciate you very much as well. And thank you so much for coming to see me today.
Thank you, Nancy.
You're welcome.